Hello, welcome back. I'm here with a couple of updates. Thank you for choosing to tune in. So let's start off with Meghan, who returned back to LA from Washington, D.C., where she spoke at Fortune's Most Powerful Women Summit on October the 14th. And Meghan promised us much more as she showed up and showed out, attending a star-studded dinner hosted by Emma Grady of Skims and Good American. And I'm going to interject here and say it's raining in the background where I am, so if you can hear that, kindly count it as ambient sound. So let's get on with this update. Meghan joined a star-studded group of women. Think Rachel Zoe, Nicole Avant, Chriselle Lim, Bosma St. John, and Maria Sharapova, amongst others, for a dinner hosted by Emma Grady, CEO and co-founder of Good American, and founding partner and chief product officer of Skims.
I can do it. You know I can do it. Okay, so first things first, just a huge thank you to everyone who is in this room, because I will tell you, it is the most incredible group of women. There are women here that are building incredible businesses. There are those of you that are raising a lot of money, are trying to raise a lot of money, have tried to raise a lot of money, that are doing just the most extraordinary things. And between that, you're doing everything else.
The dinner, called A Seat at the Table, was held on October the 16th at the Los Angeles home of designer Kelly Wearstler. Guests dined on a plant-based menu created by chef Camilla Marcus and drank wine from none other than the Duchess of Sussex's brand As Ever. For the dinner Thursday, Meghan wore a two-piece camel-colored pantsuit, paired with a white top underneath and black heels. She accessorized with a gold necklace from Aurate that she owned since at least 2015. She wore that piece on a trip to Malta. That's according to what Meghan wore. And for the dinner last night, Meghan wore a pair of gold Pauline stud earrings, hair pulled back, and her makeup minimal. Look at these clips we have here of Meghan. And I've got to say, she looks so refreshed and rejuvenated even after her trip from Washington. And we have her here interacting with Emma Grady. First of all, they're here taking these pictures, working that camera. I love how they both know their angles. And then she's here mingling with the other guests on that night. So Emma Grady captioned her post on Instagram: "A seat at the table, Los Angeles. In a city built on big dreams and even bigger ambition, one truth remains: success is never built alone. For too long, we've watched how men in business have mastered this, making deals over dinner, sharing opportunities over a game, and opening doors for one another in rooms we can't always see. This dinner series is about making that energy ours, about women coming together to share openly, trade resources, and help each other get stuff done, I'll say. Because when women choose to collaborate, to champion each other, and to speak honestly about the highs and hard parts, we don't just change our own stories, we change what's possible for every woman who follows." Here's to more seats, more voices, and more women leading, building, and owning their power. And she also thanked Kelly for opening her stunning home and hosting them. So we have a couple of clips here of them toasting each other with Meghan's new wine, and I love how As Ever shared this with us as well on their post. Look at that. Meghan's wines are truly becoming a staple at these high-end events. As they caption their stories, "Seat at the Table" event with our As Ever Sauvignon Blanc, cheers dears, and they tag Emma Grady. So another article here, it was Elle, they actually gave a bit of a shout out to Meghan's wine, saying, "Showing up to a carefully curated dinner with your own branded wine isn't just bringing a hostess gift. It's Meghan's way of making a statement about where you see your brand sitting in the lifestyle landscape. And based on As Ever's consistent sellouts and Meghan's increasingly confident public appearances, the strategy appears to be working." And the article went on to say that Meghan bringing her As Ever wines to this event is a move that simultaneously shows gracious hosting etiquette and brilliant brand positioning. For sure, it seems that everyone enjoyed Meghan's wine as they were toasting to it. And by the way, I've got to also comment here. Look at the seating arrangement at this table. As I mentioned, a lot of powerful women were here, but you can see Meghan seated right next to the host. It demonstrates the amount of love and honor that Meghan is shown. And you could see everyone happy to toast with Meghan as everyone was just raising their glasses. And I'm telling you, there were huge names here. I'm talking Yvonne Origi and many powerful women, the who's who were there.
Thing for us all to sit here tonight and have a wonderful night and then go off. I need you to do something. I need you to actually help the person that you met tonight. I need you to make the introduction. I need you to take and do the action. And if you can do that, slowly things begin to change. And the beautiful thing that I found, I've been in LA for 8 years now. I have relied, and all the best things that have happened to me have happened because of other women. Mm-hmm. And it's so crazy. It isn't because of the guys that I've been around.
So I've also got to mention that for the meal, the guests sat at a candlelit table with tall black candelabras and intricate cherry blossom arrangements. So we know Meghan appeared on Greedy's podcast back in June, and they had such a good talk. I did cover that here. So if you want to watch, the links will be in the cards and at the end screen. So it's good to see that Meghan is surrounded by all of these powerful women who lead and build and who inspire one another. And as we saw in some clips, Emma there exhorting all of the women to partner up with each other and to uplift one another in their business pursuits. Wow, Meghan has a community of women around her. She is a girl's girl for sure. And I know a lot of women here who were present got Meghan's contacts as well. Who wouldn't? Let's just keep it real. And it's good to see her friendship circle is continuing to just get more and more bigger with all of these wonderful women who are now becoming a part of her life. So who knows, they could be next at Meghan's mahjong games that she hosts at her house. So I want to share this first story with you. Share your thoughts, highlights, and standouts in the comment section below. So we have a follow-up here. We know Meghan was set to be honored at the Natural History Museum of Los Angeles County's Night of Wonder Gala, and it had been postponed. So I think because of Meghan's busy schedule, her calendar, and all of the traveling, that there was a segment in their Night to Remember event where Meghan was featured on some pre-recorded clips. We know this because someone managed to take a picture of, it appears to be a stream of the event that was happening. We could see some huge names there on stage, and there seemed to be a segment where Meghan is here standing amongst some students. So we know that Meghan, I'm sure she wanted to come there for that gala, but you could see she had to be in Washington. She also had flown with Harry as well. So they said that they were proud to honor Meghan and the work she does to advance community well-being and expand opportunity, especially for underserved communities. And it aligned with their equity-focused approach to developing science literacy for the next generation, including through STEM and STEAM pathway programs. So their STEAM programs, which is science, technology, engineering, arts, and mathematics, is their program that combines an offerings such as internships, volunteering, apprenticeships, and other mentoring programs for all ages and valuable opportunities to explore, contribute to, and continue in STEAM careers. So you can see Meghan there is very involved in her community, and she, I'm sure, as Meghan and Harry always do, they put their time and effort into what's going out there, and I'm sure that she gave them such a fantastic time in their enriching encounter. And Meghan and Harry, they never show up empty-handed. They donate their time and their resources. So I would hope that they give us a bit more information on this particular visit that Meghan had and everything that went on behind the scenes. So I just wanted to share this with you here. Meghan is engaged in her community in Los Angeles in this work, and I'm sure that they are going to give us much more information. So once again, congratulations to Meghan for this fantastic October that she's already had. So share your thoughts on this second story in the comment section below. So we have a story that is developing, and while on this channel I don't really cover other members of the British royal family, I just wanted to add this on here because I know that with this move that has happened with Andrew, there might be some people in the press talking about Harry and Meghan and their titles. So for those of you who do not know, Andrew has voluntarily decided not to use his titles. There is a statement that has been issued. Put it here on the screen. You can pause and read it. But the gist of it is that he said in discussion with King Charles and his immediate and wider family, they concluded that with the continued accusations about him that distract from the work of Charles and the other royal family, that he will put his duty and family and country first, and he will go the step further and no longer use his titles or the honors which were conferred upon him. So I saw that it's starting to trend, of course. Remember, his titles are the Duke of York. So a lot of people are saying this might be performative nonsense. There's just a lot of people speculating, does this mean legally he is still the Duke of York, but he no longer will use the title? And of course, it's quite notable that on his statement, the word prince is still there, right? I saw some people also talking about Harry and Meghan in the comments sections as his story was starting to trend. Some people trying to say Harry and Meghan should be stripped of their titles. And of course, if they look at the carefully worded statements all around, even when Harry and Meghan had to step back from being senior royals, they themselves agreed not to use their titles, but they are still styled the Duke and Duchess of Sussex and still have every other title conferred on them by the Queen. And once again, this whole story has nothing to do with the Sussexes. But for me, I think that Harry and Meghan's titles are not going anywhere. As it is right now, Harry is very much in with King Charles, and there is a relationship there that is being built. So this is strongly focusing on Andrew, and it focuses on him and the negativity that he has been bringing to his family and Charles and the distractions and on and on. So I just wanted to cover this here. Make of it what you will. I don't cover that family on that side. It's not a topic of interest to me, but I wanted to know your thoughts on all of this. Do you think it will make a massive difference on how the royal family are perceived overseas? And also, do you think this is a question of semantics? Is he not going to use his titles only, or is he giving up his titles? Because the statement is quite clear. They're saying that he will not be using them, but he's not said anything about giving them up. But of course, the press are saying that he gives up. I don't know why that's the word they're using. So share thoughts on this. For me, it just feels like performative. I'm just going to be honest and say it. And I do not want this at all, any of this conversation, to touch Harry and Meghan. They have not been accused of anything in the sphere that Andrew has been accused of. And as I mentioned before, Harry and Meghan right now, they are building that bridge with Charles. So I just want to know your thoughts on this in the comments, because I did see Harry and Meghan's names in the comment section spinning around with the story, and I think it has nothing to do with them. So share your thoughts on this quick story in the comment section below. And now, before we log off, allow me here to thank those of you who support this channel financially and shout out a couple of you here by name. A very special thank you now to you, Sainzia. I appreciate your support that has been unwavering. Thank you for the way that you have made a significant difference here as a member. You have shown incredible altruism. Thank you for being a key part of this channel. We truly love you and send you a warm internet hug. God bless you and yours. Thank you. A very special thank you to you, Dina Cardoso. Allow me here to express my sincerest appreciation for your support and kindness. Thank you for making a positive difference here in our community, and you are kind and caring. It shows. Your generosity has truly been a blessing, not only to me, but to this community. In this moment, I just want you to know how much you mean to me. I love you. It is my sincere prayer for God to bless you and yours. Thank you. Once again, thank you to all who support this channel financially, to those who like, comment, and share. I appreciate you all. If you liked this update, give it a thumbs up, click subscribe, follow on social media. Links will be in the cards and in the pinned comment. Have a great day and keep it here for more. And I'll catch you in the next one. Have a blessed one.